What's up, outdoorsmen? I'm getting old and fat and my body is falling apart. So when I think of deer camp coming up, open season starting soon, I think about how uncomfortable I have been in the past camping in traditional tents, how long it takes to set up, how uncomfortable they are. They don't stay warm, and for all those reasons, I got this RBM Outdoors Panda medium tent in forest green. This tent is the real deal. It has plenty of space. You can put a stove in there and have room for a cot and all your equipment. It's very quick and easy to set up. It's inflatable, yet it is firm, and the material is high quality. I've already got it set up here, but I'm going to show you the unboxing and setup process. It's very easy, very quick, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about this tent and show you all its features. So check it out, and if you like this tent and you want to get one for yourself, I'll put a link in the description below. You can follow that link to the RBM website. They've got tents, stoves, all kinds of stuff. Enjoy. Here's the box. The big RBM Panda on the front, picture of the tent. This is in forest green. Pop this open. Get this over. This slides right off. Just like that. We lost our little welcoming paper here that shows a nice picture of the tent at night. Welcoming message there. Look at that color. Nice forest green carrying bag there for all your accessories. High quality zippers with a little RBM logo on there. Carrying straps. And of course the buckles. We'll put all of our accessories in there. I think this is the rain fly. Yeah. And it already has the ropes attached to it. High quality ropes. So you can tie it down. And they're secured to the rain fly. Real good. It's not going to rip off their forest green color. These are the windows. Everything is packaged real nicely. Got some protective paper in here. Keep these protected in transit. And these are the upgraded windows. They have this extra plastic on there, so when rain falls on it, it rolls right off. You can keep your windows open in the rain. Watch the rain while you're in there chilling. Another big window right there. These do zip onto the tent. More high quality zippers. I'll show you how to attach those. Here's a little accessory bag here. RBM logo on there. Everything is forest green. And inside this one, we got more ropes, tie down the tent, and a ton of high quality stakes. These are steel. Look at that. High quality stakes. These won't bend or bow while you're hammering them into the ground. Doesn't matter how hard the ground is going to be, you're going to get those in no problem. And this bag is reinforced on the bottom too. These stakes are kind of heavy. They're not going to rip through the bottom of the bag. High quality packaging, accessory bags for everything. Here's another accessory bag. This is cool. This one has a hammer. Its own special hammer for this tent. And it's not just a hammer, it's a multi-tool measuring ruler right there on your saw, can opener, hook, knife. This is an awesome utility hammer. Use that to put your stakes in. Good quality, solid steel, and it looks cool. This is the tent itself, packaged up in its own carrying bag. Pull this out and I'll show you. Carrying straps on the sides, carrying straps on the top, right there. Big, beefy buckles. Awesome, huge carrying bag with a protective flap. Look at that. There's the tent rolled up all nicely. Let's pull that out. Carrying bag also has the RBM logo on it. Big, beefy, high quality carrying bag. Everything is secured with extra stitching, so it's not going to wear or break on you. Here's the tent. Has its own straps, so you can roll it up, package it up again for later. Gonna unroll this tent. Couple more items here to look at, then we'll set the tent up. This little bag here with a drawstring. Everything's forest green with the logo. Extra cap for the pump and patch kit so you can repair it if you punch a hole in it. Hopefully we don't need that, but it's nice to have if you do need it. Another bag here. Even more stakes. Look at that. There are so many stakes in here. You will never go without enough stakes. Also in a reinforced bag. Finally, another bag. Drawstring. And here is your pump. There you go. Brand new pump. Pull that out. Awesome pump. Huge. Puts a lot of air in it real quick. And it even has a dial to show you when it gets into this green range, you're done pumping. Super easy. Alright, let's unroll this tent and get it set up. We're going to unroll it. This is the back, I believe, because the pump nozzle is right here. I'll show you how to use that. But the back also has a big window that opens up. This is the front. Big logo right there. Drag it where we want it. There it is. We're going to stake down these corners here now. And you got two D-rings on each corner. One for the bottom, extra sturdy PVC material, waterproof so you're not going to get any water in your tent from the ground. And then one for this flap that kind of keeps the elements out as well. For now, because it's not raining or anything, we're going to put one stake through both. Oh, no way. I didn't even know this existed. There's flint and steel in here so you can start your fire. That is too cool. It's actually something that I didn't know was even on this. That's awesome. Squeeze these two things. Pull that out. Flint and steel. Pretty cool. Pretty easy. Now we can pump it up. Attach it just like that. Pump has some little wings to put your feet on. Pump it up. After we pop it up, keep pumping until it gets into this green area. good. Take this off. It will not deflate while you're putting the cap on. There we go. Little flap goes over that. Keep the nozzle protected from the elements. That hardly took any time at all. The tent is already set up. Look at that. Very, very easy to inflate. It has some ropes already attached. Those high quality ropes. So you can stake it down if you need to. It isn't very windy here right now, so I shouldn't need to. All kinds of windows. This is a stove jack with some flame-proof material. So you can put your stove in here, have a nice fire while you're camping. More tie-down straps and flaps for the water to roll right off so it doesn't roll onto your windows and get inside. More ropes here. This is the big back door. And I'll open all this up and show you. There's mesh there in case you want to have a breeze coming through. Big window there. We'll roll these up in a minute. Plenty of windows. There's a front door. Fireproof material for the stove. And if you want to see that stove, I have a video showing the stove, and I have a camping video showing me using it inside the tent because I have another one of these tents. I'll put a link in the description if you want to see that video. These tubes for the frame are nice and firm, and there's even a little emergency vent here. You can unscrew that to drain this and bleed some of the air out if you filled it up too much. And I believe that actually will automatically bleed some air out if you fill it up too much. But as long as you kept that needle in the green area, you should be good. This is perfect, nice and firm. Let's go ahead and roll up some of these windows and get it all open, and I'll show you how it looks with all the windows open. Supposed to get some rain, so I'm actually gonna fold these up, and then I'm gonna put those new windows on, and I'll show you that the rain just rolls right off of them, so you can keep the windows open while it's raining. Everything secures with these little toggle loops, just like that. Nice big open window right there. We'll put the plastic window on there in just a minute. I'm gonna open up all these windows and doors. And there's even a big plastic window for this. I'm gonna hurry up and do that before it starts raining. Even the front door here can be rolled up, toggled into place. Just like that, so you can have the front door open. I'm gonna grab my hammer here, because it looks like I could move that leg out a little bit. You can actually use the back of the hammer. Get it under this stake, pull it up just like that, adjust your legs, put it right back in. Super easy. Everything has a loop and toggle in here. The canvas, window and door material, and this mesh material also has toggle and loops. So you can open one and not the other, or open them both for a wide open, fresh air kind of deal. And on the front here, you can see there's the tent material that you can zip up, close up the front. I'll show you that too in a minute. But for now, we're gonna roll it up. Now we got front wide open with the mesh. We could zip this up if we want. Looks real nice. Got this wide open because we're going to put the window in there. Then you got the back door. Zip that up. Keep the bugs out. You can zip up the bottom too. There you go. Keeps the bugs out. Got a nice fresh breeze in here. Looks real nice. Let's look at it from the outside. There you go. That looks real nice. Very quick and easy to set up. Let's look at the back. There's that big back window door. Nice and open. If you want the privacy, just untoggle this and roll it down. Let's leave it up for now. It gives us a lot of light on the inside so we can put the windows in. Let's go ahead and do that. It's for the skylight. Here's that flap, extra flap plastic, so the water rolls right off there, doesn't get into the zipper. And we're going to test this out too. Then you got Velcro on the top, and that will connect right up there. Some Velcro up here. We're going to connect that, and then there are zippers. Not on that side. Oh, there it is. Zipper right here. We'll connect it there, zip it all the way around. There you can see how that hangs over. So the water will just roll right off. Nice and easy. You can do it with one hand. There you go. Look at that. Now if it's raining, you can keep your window open. Look up at the rain. That is beautiful. You can put your cot or your sleeping bag right there. Lay down. Look up at the rain. We're going to roll up this back door. And look at this. The zippers are so easy to pull. Just pull it just like that. And you don't have to roll this up to put the back window on. You could leave it closed. There we go. Just like that. You could leave it wide open. Get that nice fresh breeze. But let's get that big window and throw that on there before it starts raining. We're also going to throw all our stuff in the tent. So our nice new box and everything doesn't get wet. Plenty of space in here. Look at that. Here's that big window. And it has toggle straps because there's a door on here. Let's get this attached and I'll show you. Rain's starting up, better hurry. There we go. See the rain coming down already. Perfect timing. Zip this all the way around. Zip it all the way. And the bottom zipper here. Perfect. Look at that. Nice big window there. Rain's coming down. That was perfect timing. And we still have these open. That's mesh. I can untoggle those and zip them up if the rain starts coming in, but so far Looks like everything's staying nice and dry. There's all the water dripping there outside of the window. And on the inside, looks to be nice and dry. Nothing dripping in. Perfect. Upgraded windows. And we got the back door window put in. And that whole big thing opens up. You can roll it up, toggle it. And I didn't point this out earlier. This is a vent. You can roll that up and toggle it. There you go. And there's a piece on the outside too. We'll take care of that in a sec. And we'll just stick our hands out here. And this stiff material right here. There's Velcro. There's Velcro right there too. Stick that on there. And that'll open it up. Holds open the vent. Now that the rain is kind of slowing down, I'll open up this back door too and show you that. There you go. Big open door and your big window. Step out here. Give you another view of this little vent system. There you are. Some more about the inside. You have 1 and 2 pockets. Put your phone in there, extra shells, whatever. You can see this bottom PVC material here. It goes up a few inches, like 6 inches up the side. So if you got a ton of water outside running around your tent, it's not going to come in. Keep you nice and safe from the elements. And then over here, you got a zipper. So you can put an extension cord in there or zip it up. Have your extension running through there. You can run it through these. Unzip that to the frame. Put your cord up through there. Zip it. Run your cord all around your tent wherever you need it. Maybe put a little TV over here. Watch a football game while you're out there camping. And then up here on this top part of the frame, there's a rope that is for hanging a light or hanging some clothes up there, whatever you want. And like I said, there's plenty of space in here. That's where I would put my cot. Sleep under the stars. Look up through the window there. These new upgraded windows are not going to let any water in. That is still dry, and water has been running down this the whole time. You can see that it's soaking wet. But in here, it's nice and dry. Plenty of space over here. Have your stove back in this corner. Like I said, check out my other video to see how the stove works. Stove jack is right here. Stovepipe goes up through there, and let me tell you, it gets warm in here when you have the stove going. It is perfect for the cold nights. Stove doesn't take up much room, so you can keep your stove there, store your wood. Plenty more space over here. Put your wet clothes somewhere over there to dry near the stove. If you've been sitting in a tree all day, it's been raining and snowing. And you still got plenty of room over here for a little table. I like to put a little table over here so you can get your supper ready, store your bags and things underneath the table. So there is plenty of space to lay and sleep, store things, have a nice little station running here, and you still got the center area here all open so you can come in and out. Maybe put a mat here or a mat there to keep everything nice and clean and dry in here after you've been walking around in wet boots. I tell you, once you camp in one of these, you won't want to camp any other way. Super easy, super comfortable, keeps you nice and dry and warm. Plenty of windows to open up, get you some nice fresh air in here, or you can just open up the hole back here. And you can open up the front door, have this all nice and open, or connect the mesh if it's real buggy out. These tents are fantastic. And you can see I have plenty of room in here. Just stand back here in the corner. All that room. Store things. Move around in here, change your clothes, change out of your hunting outfit, your coveralls, hang them up here, or dry them by the fire. Very easy to close this up, customize it however you want. Alright guys, that's a Panda medium forest green inflatable hot tent. If you want to stay dry, comfortable, and warm this hunting season, definitely get yourself one of these. Link is in the description below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.